Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016. I'm here once again with my WCW save, and we have finally made it. STARRCADE. We have made it. The biggest show. I fit every match on the card, including the Battle Royal. So let's get started. We start off with a pre-show, which we had to put some of the matches on the pre-show. Anyway, the first match, we have an exceptional pre-show match here. Is Curt Hennig defeats Ken Shamrock with a Hennig Plex. Did I even... Yeah, okay. I forgot who I had winning this match. I didn't care either way, really. Anyway, next we have an ADB as Ric Flair defeats Owen Hart, bringing Canyon back. Good match, but I was expecting more like along their TV match where I think they got a B- on the TV match, but they got an ADB here. So, good on them. And next we have an ADB as Second City Saints defend their championships. They defeat Los Guerreros when Punk defeats Chavo. They make their 6th title defense. Cabana got an 80. Good. Next we have the 77B as we have the new STARRCADE Cup, which Shane Douglas wins, which means Shane Douglas will challenge for the Intercontinental Championship at the next month's Thunder pay-per-view. Alright, we kick off the night with a hype for all of the matches that will happen tonight. First, we have the main event, Goldberg and Austin, Jericho Michaels, more Saturn, Edge and Taz. Alright, we kick off the night with an elaborate entrance from Sting, and the match gets an 81B as Benoit makes defense number 8 of his television title. He defeats Sting. Short match length, inconsistency, and poor momentum from Sting. Next, we have a 77 celebration from Chris Benoit. Next, we have a 77B entrance from John Cena, and the match gets a 75B-. Not what I was hoping for between these two guys. They had a hot feud coming in. They had a very hot feud coming in. I'm surprised it's only got a 75. Lack of psychology probably did a lot. Anyway, also the ending, John Cena wins with a spin-out powerbomb after Kat interferes, so Kat helps Cena get the win over Scott Steiner. And they celebrate afterwards. Alright, next we have an 87B+. Here we go. So far, match of the night. The Hardy Boys lose the Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat wins their, I believe, 9th Tag Team Championship. Okay, Booker T needs a new gimmick. The Hardy show excellent chemistry. I mean, everyone did great in this match. Jeff especially. Great match. And Harlem Heat celebrate afterwards. Next, we have an 88B+ entrance from Raven, and the match gets a 98A+. Baby! This is match of the night. Raven never ceases to amaze. With Edge in his year, when he faced Edge at STARRCADE 2 years ago in the save, it was the match of the night. This is gonna be match of the night. 98A+. Great storytelling here. Christian Cage defeats Raven. He's officially out of Catastrophe. This is a great match. This was a great match. It's got to be match of the night. I don't see anything topping it. Okay, and he celebrates afterwards. Strap a rocket to the kid. Christian's going places. Here we go. Another A match. 89A here for the WCW United States Championship as Kurt Angle defeats Hunter with an angle slam and makes defense number 4 of his U.S. title. Hunter, I feel like I would have, if I was just a spectator watching the series, I would have expected Hunter to come away with this one, but Kurt wins in the shock. So here we go. That good match there. Not as good as Raven Christian though. I mean, Raven's just the workhorse of this company, is what I have learned throughout the in-game years of playing the save. All right, here we go. An 83B+. I was hoping for an A between these two. But an 83B+ isn't bad. Ben Moore defeats Saturn, wins the Intercontinental Championship. kind of a culmination of his year. You know, he started out with Saturn and the Unexpected tag team. Then Saturn turned his back. They were going to face each other, but I didn't have an opponent for Goldberg, so I put them in a triple threat with Goldberg. Moore beat Saturn for the WCW championship. Goldberg wins it back the next month from Ben Moore, and now Ben Moore beats Saturn for the Intercontinental Championship. So far this year, in 2000 was a great year for Moore. He was a tag champion with Saturn. He was the world champion for a bit, and now he's the Intercontinental champion to end it. And he celebrates 92A. Great just year for Ben Moore. All right, next we have a 68 C+ cool-down match. It brought the fans down a little bit before the next two matches. AJ Styles defeats Rob Van Dam with a Styles Clash, and I was expecting a lot less from Rob Van Dam, considering he's just an enhancement talent. So maybe strap the rocket to him for a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, next we have an 85 B+ entrance from Taz, an 100 A+ entrance from Edge, and the match gets an 89A. Sensational Wrestling, Fantastic Heat. Taz defeats Edge by stoppage when Edge could not continue due to a rear naked choke. Throughout the match, how I imagine Raven and Palumbo are pissed, right? Christian just beat him. Christian left, so they come out trying to cost Edge the match. Christian comes out. They fight a little bit, and then in the scuffle, Taz locks in rear naked choke, chokes Edge out for the championship. So both had a 100 performance. The match was had very little drama to flow, as nobody had that much great in-ring psychology. I thought Edge had great in-ring psychology. Oh well. 85 B+ celebration from Taz. A+ entrance from Jericho. A+ entrance from Michaels. You know what? If any match rivals Christian Raven, it could be this one. 98 A+. I was right. This one is the one to rival it. Oh, baby. Chris Jericho defeats Shawn Michaels by submission with the Lion Tamer. They have great chemistry in facing each other. Shawn improved in Rumble skills. I mean, there was nothing. Very hot crowd. Good job of slowly building the match. They went 36 minutes. 98 A+. Great match. And Jericho wins, which I feel like is another shocker. You know, Hunter lost and now Shawn lost. Both guys that just came into the promotion, thinking, hey, they're probably going to get a hot start, but no, they lose their first match. Anyway, Jericho celebrates with an 86 B+. Next, we have a 55 C- match here. I feel like it would have been that way even if I didn't tell them to cool the crowd down. They don't click at all. It's probably the last time these two will be in a match together. Lenny Lane defeats DDP. Hopeful. I'm just trying to get Lenny over, man. At this point, I spent 2 years in game trying to get him over with DDP. Man, maybe a heel turn. I thought maybe a heel turn might do it, and it may still do it. I don't know. Anyway, 78 celebration from Lenny Lane. Now to the main event. 84 B+ entrance from Austin. 86 B+ entrance from Goldberg. 84 B+ match. Main event really underwhelmed compared to a lot of other matches. It underwhelmed to the tag title match with the Harlem Heat and the Hardys. It underwhelmed, obviously, to Raven, Christian, and Michaels, Jericho. Edge, Taz it did worse than. Still an 84 B+, but still disappointing. I put this one on last instead of the Edge Taz, thinking this one would get better than that one because the other one had so much interference. But Sensational Wrestling, Fantastic Heat. Steve Austin defeats Goldberg, wins the WCW Championship for the first time, winning a world title in WCW. It was capped for short match length, but Goldberg doesn't have that great stamina, so I think it would have been penalized worse if it went longer. Anyway, after Austin celebrates, he's the champion. Show ends with an 83 B+, and the show got a 90A. It got a 90A, and it wasn't a sellout crowd. We were 5,000 short of a sellout. Let's make us some speeches, right? So, Chris, Jericho, Raven, and Christian. Sorry, I got to snob Sean here, but I'm going with the faithfuls that have been here for a while. Pleased. All right, I want to check out some popularity differences now, especially with Christian. Like, Christian was already a 90. I just want to see if he went up anymore with that tremendous match. Come on, game, load. Alright, Happy New Year. It's January of 2001. I don't care about keeping Liger, really. Yeah, Sting and DDP want more. And Raven's impressed with Colt Cabana. Huh. That's the highest pay-per-view rate I've ever gotten. That's the highest pay-per-view rate I've ever gotten. How many people is that? That is almost 1 million people buying the pay-per-view. That's my at least I'm pretty sure it is. Let me double check that. User stats, highest attendance, STARRCADE 99. Highest buy rate, STARRCADE 2000. Yep. Best match, Austin Shamrock, which is a 99. Okay, yeah, let's look at some popularities now. So Christian is now just stayed at 90s, stayed in the 90s. Probably went up somewhere else though. Yeah, he went up in Mexico a bit. He went up in Japan a little bit. Not that great of increases. Let's look at Raven. He probably didn't change that much either. He got back up to all the A's. He got back up to being all A's. Except for in Japan and Europe and Australia. Who else? Kurt Angle. Where is Angle at? Is he a main eventer yet? No, he isn't. For some reason, these stats aren't a main eventer yet. Ben Moore. He's a main eventer. Now, Ben Moore's a main eventer, and he is on top of the world right now. Alright, last thing we'll do before we leave is check out the end of the year awards. Most of these are probably going to be Japanese people and companies. All Japan, Team of the Year, Japan, Show of the Year, WCW No Escape. I just want to see what the main event of that show was. And where was it in the year? Where was it in the year? I think it was the beginning. No Escape, yeah. It was a 96, and the main event was Benoit and Edge for the world title, which makes sense why it was the best card of the year. Young Wrestler of the Year, Jeff Hardy. Yeah, he had a breakout year. He was Intercontinental Champion for a while. Veteran Wrestler of the Year, Hulk Hogan. Manager of the Year, Sonny. Announcer of the Year and Color Commentator of the Year, these two. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. Raven was doing that on an injury, too. Raven had a minor injury going into that match. That was a great show. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Thanks so much again. I will see you guys next time.